5 things that I wish I knew about labor and delivery. Hi, I'm Denise. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the 5 things that I wish I knew about labor and delivery. So let's jump right in. Things change very quickly as soon as you walk into the hospital. So when I had my son, they moved very quickly and very fast. We got to the hospital and I'm like, oh, I think I'm having contractions. It was like, boom, they grabbed the wheelchair, they put me in, they wheeled me over, they rushed me to some other window that was around the corner. I'm like, oh my gosh, what about my husband? He's over there too. The lady just took me, pushed me in the wheelchair. We were just out. We were gone. It was very fast. Same thing with my labor and delivery. When I was actually about to give birth, my doctor had induced me. They're like, okay, so it will probably be a few hours before you give birth, but then 30-45 minutes later, like everyone just storms into the room. They're like, you're having your contractions, they're increasing. They were like, you're ready, the baby's coming. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I was like, I didn't even know. I thought you guys said 2 hours. So that's just one thing that I wish I knew before labor and delivery, was how fast things move and how quickly things can change. So number 2, I wish I knew to expect the unexpected. And that's so weird, that's so cliche, but no, really. Expect to have random high blood pressure or low blood pressure. There's things like vomiting, shaking. Pretty much just expect the worst of the worst. But that's just what I wish I knew. I was vomiting a little bit. I was just shaking out of nowhere like I was cold or something. I was at a fine temperature, but my body was still shaking. I wish I would have done that. Expect the unexpected. I wish I would have known that you only push during contractions, because I thought that you just go in there when you have the baby, they'll tell you to push and then you'll just push the whole entire time until the baby comes. But no, that's wrong. I didn't know that, but now I know. I just wish that I knew. I feel like it's something that you never really think about until you have a baby, or whenever you hear that people had a baby or that a family member has had a baby, no one really says, oh, I was only pushing during contractions, or there was breaks in between the contractions. I don't know, I feel like it's something people don't really talk about. It's something that you just find out when it happens to you or when you're experiencing it. So for number 4, I wish I would have known that when the doctors and nurses check you, that it's pretty painful. They have to check you down there in your lady area to see how far dilated you are, to see, the progression, to see how things are going. I'd have to say, I think it's pretty painful, whether you're just 2 centimeters or 10 centimeters. The further you get along, I feel like the further they have to reach in to check how far along you are, or to see how dilated you are. That's just before the baby gets there. After you give birth, when they have to check out the placenta and move everything, them checking to see where the placenta is and how to get it out. After the baby is here, after you're in your postpartum room and everything, when they check your uterus size afterwards, they have to press on your stomach, to see how everything is going, to make sure everything is normal. They have to do checks, everywhere. And I feel like those checks that they do, I feel like they're pretty painful, especially when they have to push on your stomach and on your uterus after you have a baby. You weren't already having contractions that were painful. They have to go and push on it even more, So that's just one thing I wish I would have known, was that the checks that they do are very painful. Last but not least, what I wish I would have known was that there are weird conditions that you and your baby have to meet before you can leave the hospital. And what I mean by that is you cannot leave the hospital, depending on where you're from, depending on your state, depending on what kind of hospital or labor and delivery situation. You may not be able to leave until you fart, until you go number 2, until you walk around, until you're able to walk without assistance. And that's just for the mom. The babies, they also cannot leave until they poop. They want to make sure that the baby's organs and everything are working the way that they should. So as long as the baby goes poop, they can go home. I think for them, it's better safe than sorry than to just go home right after you have the baby and then find out your baby's not pooping, your baby's not going pee. It's better for those things to happen in the hospital than to find out later on that there's something wrong and they can't do those things. And same for the mom. They want to make sure that our organs and digestive system and our tract and our bowels and everything are working properly and are functioning before we leave the hospital. Then same situation. It's better than us getting home, realizing we can't go number 2. There's something wrong with going pee. So that is another thing that I wish I knew about labor and delivery, was the weird conditions that have to happen before you go home. This is just a bonus, a little extra thing to throw in there about labor and delivery. It is okay to be scared when you go into labor. It is a weird, a wild situation where anything could happen. Things can go bad very quickly. It's okay to be scared about that, depending if you're a first-time mom or if this is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th child. It's okay to be scared about labor and delivery. No delivery is the same. No experience is the same. So it's okay to be scared and not know what's going to happen. I do hope that my little list helped you. My 5 things that I wish I knew about labor and delivery. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, comment down below what you learned and comment any questions that you might have about labor and delivery. If you'd like to know about my labor and delivery story, I'll link up my video right here. I do have a video explaining my story with my first son and what that experience was like. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite part and share this video with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, that way you can get notified every time I upload, which is every other day. Also, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be giving a shout out to my subscribers. So I'm going to link right here my Instagram. I'm going to have it right here. I would like to see if you guys can send me a message, share me on your story, send that to me, direct message me. Let me know what you like about my channel. Let me know if you like my video ideas, if you have a favorite video or anything related to that. Let me know, and I'm gonna give you, one of my subscribers, a shout out in my upcoming videos. So make sure you do that. And I'm also gonna link my Instagram down below. That way you guys can click on it. Your comment may be in future videos. Follow my social media to see if you get a shout out. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.